So.
Let's start the class. Okay. So yesterday we saw about like 5 types of like symmetry operations, and how many kind of like fold and fold axis rotation symmetry can happen that we saw in the last class, right? So today we are going to see like some more symmetry operation. Okay. So there is a symmetry operation called like a mirror plane. So this mirror plane is easy to remember. Okay. So there will be a rotation axis. Okay. There will be a rotation axis perpendicular to the mirror. Okay. X bar n. So the combination of mirror plane and rotation axis. Okay. So that result in unique transformation. Okay. So if it is like 2 bar m means you will have two-fold rotation axis, and to that perpendicular is a mirror plane. 4 bar m means you will have like mirror plane perpendicular to four-fold rotation axis. 3 bar m and so on. Right? So rotation axis can be parallel to the mirror or can be perpendicular to the mirror. Okay, so if it is written like this to this bar, okay, it's not a bar, to parallel, okay, mm. Okay, so if it will be generally written like 2 mm. That means this mirror plane is parallel to the two-fold rotation axis. Okay, there may be like one mirror, or you may have like a 2 mirror or 3 mirror also. Okay, so if it is like 1 mirror, 2 m, if it's 2 mirror, 2 mm, and so on. Okay, then rotation axis perpendicular, it will be written like 2 bar m, okay, or 3 bar m, and so on. Okay, so we have like a 7 crystal system. So this normal 7 crystal system is called like a primitive cell. Okay, where you will have the lattice point only at the corner of the system. Okay, you will not have lattice point anywhere, only at the corner, here, 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 here. Okay, so only at the corner you will have the like lattice point. Okay, not at the other places. So such a system is called like a primitive cell. All right. So if you take like a cubic cell, okay, cubic unit cell, you will have like a lot of like planes, right? Mirror planes, okay, in the center or in the diagonal or like anywhere. Okay. So I told you like so simple lattices in each of the crystal system has lattice points only at the corner of the unit cell. So such a cell is called like a primitive cell. So generally, even though we have like all these like 7 crystal system, so all these will be called like a primitive cell only, except rhombohedral, for which we are using the letter R. Okay, so rhombohedral denoted with letter R. There is another lattice, another type of lattices that's called like a non-primitive lattice. Okay, so here in this non-primitive lattice, you will have like 2 or more lattice points. Okay, so you will have like a more than like a 2 or like more lattice points. Okay, so such a lattice called like a Bravais lattices. Okay, so therefore there are like 14 Bravais lattices, which consist like 7 primitive and 7 non-primitive lattices. Right. So here you can see for triclinic, you have the lattice points only at the corner. You don't have like lattice points anywhere at the cell. Okay. So triclinic exists as a primitive cell. All right. So if you see the monoclinic system, you have like lattice points at the corner, which is like a primitive cell. And here if you see this monoclinic again, okay, so you have lattice points at the corner and also at the center of the monoclinic system. So you have in the corner as well as in the center of the cell. So such a cell is called like a monoclinic, which is denoted with capital C. Okay, so it's a capital C. And if you see the orthorhombic cell, orthorhombic system, okay, so you have like a primitive cell where you have the lattice point only at the corner, and orthorhombic you have non-primitive lattice where you have at the corner as well as the center of the orthorhombic cell. Again, it is a capital C. Okay, so this is called like a C center. Okay, so this is called like a C center lattice. This monoclinic, again, it is called like a C center lattice. All right. So here in orthorhombic, you will have a lattice point apart from this primitive like corner. Okay, at the body center, at the center of the body, you will have a lattice point. So it's denoted with the letter I. Okay, so this is also called like a body center lattice. Okay, so here in orthorhombic, you will have a lattice points extra in each face of the unit cell. So this is called like a face center lattice. Okay, orthorhombic F, capital F. Okay, this face center lattice. All right. So here you have to see the like cell parameter. Okay. So A is not equal to B, not equal to C. Alpha, gamma is 90. Beta is not equal to 90. The same thing. Okay. So A is not equal to B, not equal to C. And alpha, beta is 90. Beta, alpha, gamma is 90. Beta is not equal to 90. Okay. So here also, like orthorhombic, you can see the cell parameter. Everything is same. If the cell parameter is changing and you have like body center, face center, something like that, then it is not going to be like orthorhombic. Okay. So this is orthorhombic C. Okay. This is orthorhombic I center. This is orthorhombic face center. Okay. So you should know that the cell parameters will be same except the like lattice points. Okay. So here in hexagonal, so you can see this is like a primitive lattice. You have the lattice points, okay, only at the corner and in the center. Okay, this is the like a primitive cell. So rhombohedron, okay. So it is, which is denoted letter like R. Okay, so only at the corner. So here you can see tetragonal. It's a P, a primitive lattice. In tetragonal, body center lattice type is there. So cubic primitive cell. So this is body center cubic, and this is face center cubic. Okay, so there are like 14 Bravais lattices, which includes like 7 primitive and 7 non-primitive lattices. Okay. So we saw like the lattice types, and we are going to see the point groups now. Okay. So the point groups is like you are going to operate the symmetry here. Okay. So we know that crystals are having like several planes, and each plane can be correlated by means of applying symmetric operation. Okay, so you can use like any operation, rotation, reflection, any kind of operation. Okay, so therefore the crystals can be classified in terms of group of symmetry. Okay, so each of these group is known as like a point group. Okay, so operation of like a translation free symmetry on 14 Bravais lattices, it will produce 32 point groups. Okay, so we have like several symmetry operations in which you have like a translation free symmetric operation. Okay, So initially I told you now the 5 symmetry operation, which are translation free symmetry operation. So you can use those operations upon this 14 drives like this, that will make you like 32 different point groups. So here is like all type of like a point group is there for each cell system. You can see here. So triclinic, okay, the monoclinic, tetrahedral, trigonal, hexagonal, and cubic. So like different operations are there in each column. So we'll see some example. Here you can see like a triclinic. Okay. So triclinic is what? You don't have the cell parameters equal. A is not equal to B, not equal to C, alpha not equal to beta, not equal to down. The only way for triclinic is you have to rotate the system 360 degree, right? So you can get the symmetrical operation only when you rotate along complete rotation 360 degree. Okay. So for the other system, you can have like a 2-fold symmetry, 3-fold symmetry, 4-fold symmetry, something like that. But for triclinic, you have to rotate completely. Okay. So here is the like n-fold rotation. Okay. So what will happen to triclinic? So only one dot. So 360 degree only. Okay. So one dot. All right. So in case of monoclinic, all right. So in monoclinic, you have like a 2 points. Okay, where you have like a 2-fold symmetry. So here is your molecule. All right. So for my convenience, I may be divided into 4 quadrants. All right. So what I'm doing is I am having here my molecule here. Okay. So 2-fold rotation, I have to rotate 180 degree, right? So this will bring my molecule here, right? Hold on a second. Hello? Yes?
This is Archana.
Archana, I am in a class now.
Okay, okay. Can you call me after your class?
Yes, yes. Okay, thank you. So I have to rotate 180 degrees so that I will get like this molecule, which is like symmetrical operation. Okay. In trigonal, it's a 3-fold rotation, right? So 3-fold rotation, 120 degree, right? So divide this into like 4 quadrant, right? So here, all right. So I have the molecule. So 60 degree somewhere it will come here, right? Because this is 90 degree, so 60 degree somewhere here, and another 60 degree somewhere here, and 180 is here. Yes or no? So if I rotate 120, the molecule will go here. That's what you are getting here. All right, and then, right? So another 120, so it will take the molecule here, right? So you can see first 120, another 120 here. Okay, so it's a trigonal. And if it is a tetragonal, 4-fold, so for each 90 degree, I will have the molecule. Okay, so here my molecule, another 90, another 90, another 90, then complete. Okay, so I will have like 4 molecules in the system. Hexagonal, for every 60 degree. So this is 120, so 60 degree will be here, right? So rotate 60 degree, so you will get the molecule here. Another 60, another 60, and so on. All right. So you for like n equal to like 1, so whatever. All right. So yeah, depending upon the like for the cell system, you have like a like proper axis of rotation, only proper axis of rotation for the like different point groups. Okay, so this is cubic point group 2, 3, so which you don't need to worry about it. Okay, right now. All right.
So n bar, this is n, this is n bar. So what is n bar? So n is proper axis of rotation. N bar is, you will have rotation plus inversion. Okay, so that is n bar. So for 1 bar, okay, try clean it. For 1 bar, 1 means 360 degree. So I will rotate complete 360. It will come here in same place. Okay, 1 bar means, so first I have to rotate on 360. So it will be here, and then I have to invert this. So invert means this will, so imagine a coin, right? So you imagine you have a coin, something like a written like 1. So if you invert, what will happen? So it will become ulta, right? You will get an image something like this. The top will come bottom, bottom will go to the top, right? And the face will be inverted. This 1 will not be on the top, it will be on the bottom, right? So same thing will happen if you invert. So this dot will go to the bottom of this place. So to indicate that, so you make a circle. Instead of making a dot, you make a circle which indicates 1 bar. Okay. So 2 bar. What will happen? 2 bar. 2 bar means you are rotating 2-fold, right? So 2-fold rotation, which is 180 degree. So from here, it will go to this place, right? Then what will happen? So from here, you have to invert. So if you invert, it will come here. Yes or no? Yes or no? It will come here, but the top side, it won't be on the top. This molecule won't be on the top, but instead it will be on the bottom. And hence, this will be represented like dot, and over then there is a circle. So here you can see clearly is a 2 bar. You will have a dot, and over that you will have a circle which indicates at the bottom. The molecule is at the bottom. So this is 2 bar. Okay. So for 3-fold rotation, you will have like a 3 molecules in the cell. And if you invert it, what will happen? So this will come here, this will go here, this will go here, and it will be a circle. 4 bar, what will happen? So you will have like a 4 molecules, something like this, and you have to invert this. So if you invert, you will get like a 2 dots and 2 circles, just like this. All right. So here you can see like 4 bar. All right. So 2 dots and 2 circles. Okay. And similarly, like 6 bar. So you can see like 6 is this. So if you imagine like you are inverting this, so you will get like a 3 dots, and over that you will have a 3 circle. All right. So this is for 6 bar, and then n bar. Okay, this is n bar and n over m. So this is, what is this? This is n-fold rotation. This over means perpendicular to a mirror plane. You have a, yes or no? Come on, yeah, you guys don't speak. So I told you just now. 2 over m, 4 over m. Okay. You have like a rotation axis and a mirror plane. This mirror plane is perpendicular to the rotation axis. So you may have like a mirror plane just like this. You will have like a rotation axis and mirror plane. Here they are parallel to each other. All right, rotation axis and mirror plane are like parallel. So here, that's what we are seeing. 2 N over M, rotation axis over perpendicular to a mirror plane. Okay. So here, this is 1 bar M. For the triclinine, this is 1 bar M. 1 bar M, which is equal to 2 bar. Alright. So what does it mean? So one, you have to take this one, you have to rotate like 360 degree. Perpendicular to the mirror plane, you will have like a mirror plane perpendicular to that. So then the dot will become like a circle in this place. Alright. So that is what you are doing here. Okay. So then 2 bar M, what will happen? So you have like a two-fold rotation, you will have like a 2 dots like this and perpendicular to this. Okay, so assume, maybe I can draw like this. Okay, so assume like you have like a dot somewhere here and you have the rotation axis perpendicular to this. You have like a two-fold rotation. Yes or no? Then, okay, so you will rotate this and then your molecule will come over here. And if you have like a mirror plane here, assume you have like a mirror plane which is perpendicular to the rotation axis. What will happen? It will be reflected. So it will become like a circle. Alright, that's what here, 2 bar M. Okay, so here, where is it? Yeah, you can see here, 2 bar M. Okay, dots and then circle. Alright, then 3 over M is equivalent to 6 bar. Okay, and then 4 over M. So here you will have like a 4 dots and over that you will have a circle. Alright, so likewise you can try for all the like 32 point groups here. Okay, so don't worry about this like the last column for the cubic cell, so which is a little bit complicated, but for the other systems you can try. Okay. All right, so we saw about like the 32 point groups are there. So these 32 point groups, how you are getting? You are applying translation-free symmetric operation over 14 Bravais lattice. Okay, so that is resulting 32 point groups. Okay, so now we are going to see like a symmetric operation which involves translation. So far we saw rotation, reflection, center of symmetry, right? And what else? Improper axis of rotation, identity. So these are translation-free symmetrical operation. Now we are going to see like 2 symmetric operations, so which involves the translation. Okay, it will use all the symmetric operations along with translation. Okay, so there is like 2 types of like a translation symmetric operation. So one is like a screw axis. Okay, here you will have a rotation followed by translation. Okay, so first you will rotate and then a unit length you will translate, then you will find the identical molecule. So if you get like a symmetrical relation, okay, with combination of these 2 operation, then it is called set to process having like a screw axis. Okay, so here you can see. So this is a normal symmetrical. I have a molecule here, so I have to rotate, just to rotate. How much? 120 degree, right? Just rotate 120 degree and rotate another 120, rotate another 120. So these molecules are said to be translation free symmetrical operation by means of just rotation. Here you can see, so I have a molecule here, I have a molecule here, I have a molecule, I have a molecule here, right? So what I am doing is, I am rotating to get this molecule. I am rotating 120 degree, okay? So it will go to the same angle, but not reach this. So for that, what I have to do? I have to translate a unit distance. And then I am rotating this to get this molecule. Not only that, I am translating along a unit length. Okay. Then I have to, again, this one, I have to rotate this, right? So in order to get this one, again, I have to translate. All right. So if I use like a threefold rotation, and if I translate a unit length, which is a 1 unit length, this subscript 1. So this is screw axis 3, 1. You have to say the screw axis is 3, 1 because you are rotating threefold rotation and you are translating a unit length. Okay. If you translate the molecule 1 unit, it is 3, 1. If you translate 2 unit, it is called 3, 2. Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this molecule is said to possess having a screw axis of 3, 2. Okay. So similarly, you can have like a 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, and so on. All right. Even in a hexagonal, whatever the you have like n-fold rotation. All right. So depending upon the proper axis of rotation and the translation, you will have like a symmetric information. Okay. So this is, I told you, translation symmetry, like a screw axis, first type of symmetry. Second type is called glide plane. So whereas in previous case, you had like a rotation, right? Rotation followed by a translation. All right. So here, what you are having is reflection followed by translation. All right. So you can say like a reflection. This mirror is very bad. Okay. Assume you have like a mirror. All right. So you have like a reflection and then followed by a translation. If you do the reflection and do the translation, and if you achieve a symmetric molecule, right, something, then it is said to possess glide plane. Okay. So usually the translation will be half the unit length. In the A axis maybe half distance, in the B axis maybe half distance, in the C axis maybe half distance. So A by 2, B by 2, C by 2. Okay. So if any molecule is like found like that, then that molecule is said to possess glide plane. All right. So here you can see, this is an example. So you have like a lattice point something like this, and you have like a lattice point something like this, but they are not symmetrically related, right? Because if I put a mirror here, I have to get a molecule somewhere here. For this, I have to get a lattice point here. For this, I have to get a lattice point somewhere here, right? So the mirror plane, nothing is works. So in that case, if you see here, so assume like this is a axis, all right? So I have to translate half a distance. If I translate half a distance, right, it will come over here. And if you apply the mirror, yes, so you will have the same identical object. All right. So this type of like symmetry is called glide plane. So you have like two types of symmetrical operation which is involved in translation. One is screw axis and another is glide plane. The screw axis, you have rotation followed by translation. In the glide plane, you have the reflection followed by translation. Right? So here you can see some symmetry elements and the equivalent position. So assume like you have like a two-fold rotation axis which is parallel to A axis. Okay, so the equivalent positions are like X, Y, Z, and then I will have X, Y bar, Z bar. What does it mean? So assume something like this. All right. So here I have like some molecule. So this is the A axis and this is B axis. Forget about the C axis right now. So which should be perpendicular to this plane of the screen, right? So you will have a C axis, something I can draw like this, but I don't want to draw, it will make a confusion. Okay. So I have like a axis, B axis, and I am having a two-fold rotation axis which is parallel to the A axis. That means this is the two-fold rotation axis, right? So what we'll do? So if I rotate two-fold 180 degree, so this molecule will come over here. Yes or no? Come on, yeah. You guys, do you follow?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So if you assume the coordinate of this x, y, z, okay. So I am rotating 180 degree. So the coordinates will not change only for x. Whereas for y and z, it will be changing, which is you are indicating y bar, z bar, because the rotation axis is parallel to A only. So the B coordinate and C coordinate will be definitely changing. So that is why you are saying the equivalent position for this is x, y bar, z bar. Is it clear? Come on, guys. You got it or not? Guys,
Yes, sir.
why you are taking this much time? Just now you wake up, huh? Come on, guys, you have to imagine little bit. All right. So assume you have like some cube. Sorry. So okay. So assume you have like a molecule something like this. So you have like a axis this. So this is B axis and this is C axis. Okay. So my coordinate is here x, y, z. So if I rotate along this, so this will change the place or not? If I rotate along this axis, what will happen, Mr.? Subhas, Missy Prabhakar, nobody?
Yes, sir.
What, yes, sir? It will change the place or not?
Yes, sir. It will come down if we rotate.
Yeah, then the coordinate will be changing or what? The coordinate will be changing only with respect to B and C axis, because you are rotating along A axis only. You are not rotating along B axis or other axes. Okay, So only on A axis, with respect to A axis, you are rotating. So the sign for X axis, the A axis will not change. So you will have X, Y bar, Z bar. Okay. So if you have like a rotation axis parallel to B here, if you have like a rotation parallel to B, so then the molecule will come over here, right? Because you are rotating just like this, parallel to B. So this will come here. So here, initially the coordinate will be equal in position or like X, Y, Z. Alright? So since you are rotating along B, only the Y, the B axis, the coordinate for B axis will not change. For the other axis, you will change X bar, Y, Z bar. Similarly, if it is parallel to C, okay, only for C axis, the coordinate will not change. You will get X, Y, Z, X bar, Y bar, Z. Alright? So, if I apply twofold and this screw axis, which is parallel to A. Alright? So, this is like a twofold rotation. I have to rotate like a twofold rotation. And then half unit length I have to translate. The screw means you have to translate half unit length, right? Along the rotation axis through which you are rotating. If I rotate with respect to A, I have to rotate along A axis, then translate half unit. If with respect to B axis, I have to rotate B axis and translate. So, for example, you see here 2, 1 parallel to A. So, the coordinate will be like same for this like X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. And then what will happen? So, if it is twofold rotation, it will come here. The sign will not change for X. It will be X, Y bar, Z bar. But now you are translating half unit length. Okay. So, what will happen? You will have the molecule and you will have the second molecule something like here, because you have translated half unit length. Assume like this is half unit length, you rotate here. Okay, so this will come here and then 2, 1 will be somewhere here. Alright, so since I have translated along X, A axis, so the distance traveled is X plus half and Y bar, Z bar. With respect to B axis, X bar, Y plus half, Z bar, because along Y I have translated half unit length. With respect to C axis, okay, X bar, Y bar, Z plus half. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, so this is like you are just doing like a symmetric operation, in-fold rotation and in-fold rotation and screw axis. We just saw like a two-fold rotation axis. So you can try the same thing with like 3-fold, 4-fold and whatever. All right. So now we try for the glide plane. So we have like a different glide planes. So mirror plane. Okay. So mirror plane. Okay. So you have like a M glide, A glide, B glide, C glide, N glide, and so on. Different glide planes are there. Okay. So the glide plane which are perpendicular to like a different axis. Okay. So A axis, B axis, C axis, and so on. Okay. So take a plane like a mirror plane which is perpendicular to A axis. Okay. So what you will get normally, you will have like a molecule here for which you have the coordinate X, Y, Z. Okay. So perpendicular to A. So this is A axis. You will have the mirror plane perpendicular to this A axis. So you have the mirror plane. What will happen? So this will be reflected here. Right? Yes or no? This will be reflected here. The thing is, you are changing the coordinate of X. It is lying on same Y axis, same place with respect to Y and Z axis. So the sign will not change in the Y and Z. Alright. So wherever you have like a plane perpendicular to the axis, only to that axis the sign will change. If it is perpendicular to A, it will become like X bar. Perpendicular to B, it will become X, Y bar, Z. Perpendicular to C, X, Y, Z bar. Alright. So this is normal mirror plane. Suppose if it is a glide plane, assume like you have a glide plane. Glide plane means you will have like a mirror plane perpendicular, and then you will have a translation. That is what the glide plane, right? So a glide, which is perpendicular to B axis. So here you can see, so normal like X, Y, Z, normal coordinate. Okay. So, and then what do you have? You are translating along A axis, right? So for that you will have X plus half, and the sign for Y axis will be changing. That will become Y bar, and the C axis will not be affected. Okay. So A glide perpendicular to C axis, you will have like a X, Y, Z, and then X plus half, because again it is A glide only. A glide you will translate along X along X axis, A axis only. All right. So that will be X plus half, and then Y, Z bar. Okay. If it is a B glide, so B glide can be perpendicular to A and C. So you will change sign only in A and distance along the B axis. Okay. So similarly C glide and so on. Okay. So just work out this and try to do it. Try to understand. So only if you imagine and if you try, you can understand all these things. Okay. So if I keep on shouting here, nothing going to happen. At least if we have like interacting like in a board, if I able to draw and all these things, maybe little bit I can help you to understand. But online, I don't know. But whatever the way that I have told you, okay. So you try to work out it. Imagine it, all right, and then try to understand this. Okay. So with this, I stop today. So it's almost a time. Okay, so maybe I will finish this one. So symbols of symmetry elements. So I told you this is one bar. Okay. And designation is parallel to plane of projection, like a circle. All right. So two-fold axis, it will be denoted with arrow, just like this. Okay. So oval shape, two-fold axis. So three-fold axis, just a hyphen, like triangle. Four-fold axis, like a hyphen, and this the square. Okay. And screw axis, you can see 2-1. So 2-1 is the oval shape, which is extended, having like an extended line. So normal, I'm sorry, this drawing is not handy. So normal oval, it is representing for the two-fold axis, but it's a slight extension which is indicating screw axis. Similarly for like a 3-fold, okay, 4-fold, and so on for the hexagonal, you can see here. Okay, so these are like different symmetry elements. Okay. So with this, I stop here. So tomorrow we have the test, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I will ask the question up to last class. So whatever I have taken today, I will not include these portions for the tomorrow test. Okay. So the previous classes, whatever that I have taken for the from the like previous classes up to that, I will ask the questions. Questions you will have like a 4-mark question. Okay. So 5 questions you have to write. So for 20 marks, you are going to write the test for 20 marks for 1 hour. All right. So 4 mark means you have to write little bit elaborate, not too much. Little bit elaborate. Don't write like one word answer, and don't expect like 4 mark. Okay. So you should be able to write with respect to the mark. If the question is asked for like 2 mark, you have to write little bit. All right. So if it is asked for like 4 mark or 5 mark, you have to elaborate little bit. If the same question is asked in 10 mark, you have to write a story. Okay. So you guys will be writing like inverted. For 2 mark question, you will write story. And for 10 mark question, you will write only 1 line and 2 line expecting put 10 mark. All right. So don't do that mistake. So it's a 4-mark question. You have to write a normal, like a little bit elaboration. All right. So kindly like prepare well and do the exam well. Okay. Otherwise, I will not give you the mark. All right. So this is like a little bit like a tough paper for you, where you have like no previous introduction. I don't know how many of you are like previously practiced with the subject whatever that I have taken so far. Okay. So you have to study a little carefully. All right. So any questions? Guys, you have any questions so far?
No, sir.
Okay, so for that also you are taking this much time. What I am doing is I am sharing you one book for this paper. Okay, I think that will be helpful for you to prepare for your exam. Okay. Just
Okay.
hold on a second. In the classroom I am sharing. Okay. Just tell me whether you received the book or not. All right.
Sir, not received.
Oh, wait. I'm typing the message. Okay. Just attaching. It will take a little bit time. Yeah, I have sent the paper, sent the book. Can you see that book?
Yes, sir.
Bernard Rowe. The author name is Bernard Rowe. Okay. So this book is like very nice book for studying this crystallography. Okay. So just go through this book and you have the notes, whatever that I have taken from my classes. Okay. So just prepare it well. All right. Okay. So we will see tomorrow. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.